What happens after an amnesty application has been heard by the Amnesty Committee. The committee, made up of judges and lawyers, then starts to weigh up the evidence in relation to the requirements of the Truth Commission Act before it can make a finding. This can take a few weeks or a few months. We have compiled an update of the latest findings of the Amnesty Committee for you.
Hendrik Jacobus Steyn, a former detective warrant officer in the Empangeni murder and robbery squad, was sentenced to 18 years imprisonment for the murder of Michael Mtetwa and Simon Msweni in 1992. The two ANC members were injured in a shootout with security forces at this house in the Sokulu Reserve near Empangeni. On his way to the scene of the shooting, Hendrik Steyn came across the bakkie in which the two injured men were being taken to hospital. Steyn rerouted the vehicle to a secluded spot. The injured men were dragged from the bakkie and Steyn shot them. He said he killed them because he believed that the normal legal process would not have deterred them from continuing the struggle.
Since members of the ANC and other liberal organizations were regarded as terrorists and therefore our enemies, we were taught that we had to act against them in a very serious manner. It was them or us. I believed in the political doctrines of the IFP and I supported them.
Hendrik Steyn has been granted amnesty. The committee found that he had made a full disclosure of his crimes. They also found that Steyn's actions were committed in the context of a police force whose additional functions were to keep the government of the day in power and protect the political opponents of the liberation movements. Ndetini Tido and Zwelicha Mhlutwa were members of a self-defense unit in Khayelitsha in Cape Town when they were found guilty of the attempted murder of Bongani Mpisane, co-member of the same self-defense unit in 1992. They accused him of stealing money and being an informer.
Mhlutwa then decided that Mpisane had to be shot, and Maliqolo then fired, aiming at Mpisane. I never noticed where the bullet struck him, but I realized that they did strike him.
A child was killed in the crossfire. Both men were sentenced to lengthy prison terms for these crimes. Both men were refused amnesty. The Amnesty Committee found that there was no justification for killing Mpisane, who was running away from them at the time of the attack. They also found that attacking a fellow member of the SDU for misappropriation of its funds was not an act with a political objective committed in the context of the conflict of the past.